Oh, hello, Russ here doing another Russ Toy Reviews video, and today we're doing another NECA Toys action figure review on the TMNT Universal Monsters crossover Hunchback of Notre Dame / Leonardo, or Leonardo as the Hunchback Ultimate Action Figure. Gotta give a big thanks to NECA Toys for sending out the free sample. Really appreciate it. I did buy this one on my own. I would have bought all of them, but oh man, they beat me to it and hooked it up, and I still have the boxes to the other turtles over here. I have a problem, guys. I don't know what to do about it, but I can't let these go. I have to hang on to the boxes. I'm sorry, but I just want to do a comparison. Leo is a deluxe figure. So you can see by how large the box is, it is not the same as the other two. They actually each have their own unique size. I have a feeling that the Donnie is going to be very similar to the Mummy Mikey over here. But anyway, on the back, you could see and hear DGDX animation, right? See what's lurking in the shadows. He has a mind for monsters. Witness the horrifying backstory. Leonardo as the Hunchback. Okay, I screwed that up, but katana-wielding creature feature, and then shell bent on revenge. And there's accessories that you could store in his shell, which I have not really done yet. You can see the other figures right over here from these crossovers. I do need to get the April, and then on the top it says the same stuff, and then on the bottom you get all the people responsible for creating the figure, along with how to get them to hold the swords. I guess there's some directions over here for proper katana holding action right over there. So it says do not put it in these hands right here. Includes opening shell, brain, jar, skull. Okay, anyway, let's open this up and see that there are accessories in there, and you have a nice product shot of Leo right there. So I've been playing with the figure a little bit. I haven't taken all the accessories out. I did take these out earlier and put them back because the kids want to play with them. But anyway, let's get to it and open this thing. Here's Leo out of the packaging, and he looks awesome. I think all of these look awesome. I just think NECA, again, is the only company that could really make these things and nail it like they've been nailing them. I just love the details that we can see throughout. The shell looks great. There's awesome shell storage over here. I love how the lock looks. The weapons and everything look fantastic. You get sets of interchangeable hands over here. You have, of course, the katana holding hands right there. You get finger pointing hands, and you get a pair of fist hands, and you get a set of wide open hands. And the directions on the bottom of the box are basically saying don't try to shove the sword into the hand from the top, going downward. You kind of want to have to wedge in between the index finger and the thumb, and then get it, sliding through to the bottom, or the middle finger, or the third finger right over there. I gotta say, my one gripe is, why not Wolfman? I'm just saying, that's one of my favorite Universal monsters. Wolfman or Dracula, for me, would have been great to see for Leonardo. Apparently, I think they're going to do Wolfman for Casey Jones. I don't really know. I don't think there's an announcement on that or anything. Or was that the Splinter one? But that's so close already. I don't know. But as far as Leonardo goes, my favorite Universal monster is Dracula. So Dracula or Wolfman right after. That would have been nice to see. Hunchback of Notre Dame. I get it. I guess it's a fun design to work with and everything. And you have this whole shell thing going on right over here, which, by the way, if we can get a closer look at some of the details, I mean, I love how that looks with that whole cast iron finish with that rusted paint over it. And you have some great paint applications throughout on this guy. This is like plasticky right over here, the little rope, or maybe it was dipped in something. I don't know. You have little bugs right over here on the knee pads, the head sculpt with those bushy eyebrows and those horrible, horrible looking teeth. Oh man, yeah, that looks nasty, perfectly nasty. I love that. So that is just very cool looking. You have that same kind of rusted vibe going on right here with the swords. So I do dig that. We went over the hands, and we went over the katanas a bit. And by the way, the shell looks fantastic once again. And you have some nice detail right over here. So I just think it came out looking fantastic. I like the aesthetics. I cannot complain. I really do think they did a bang-up job. I like how the straps right over here are very much, like our original Leonardo coming around the side. But the storage, oh my God, I was able to get everything in here except for the interchangeable hands. I love how this hinge is open. I love how the lock moves around. I haven't detached it or anything like that, but yeah, the lock can swing. It's not made out of metal or anything, but it looks really, really good. It has that same cast iron rusty kind of look to it. And then you can see you actually get ports for these two accessories right here. So there's a little peg that sticks out, and you could go ahead and put that skull right on there. If you want your skulls, you can, and it'll squeeze right in there. And then you have a little peg that sticks out from the inside right there for the brain to sit on there, and I pointed out the spider. You also have this feature with the weapon storage, which I'm not the biggest fan of because I feel like it's risking too much scuffage on the katana, but you have ports or holes coming through it, so you can be able to get the sword through here and then coming out the other side. I haven't done this. I haven't pulled it off. Maybe it's one of those things where you want to open this up and then look through like that. There you go. That's probably the smarter way to go about it, Russ. But yeah, there, just to show off at least one katana in the weapon storage, there that goes. So that doesn't actually look too bad at all. Probably going to remove it the same way, just going like that. So there that goes. And yeah, I did get a little bit of minor scuffage, but because these things already have their own kind of, you know, universal monster design theme going on, where everything looks a little bit more tattered and worn, I guess that isn't the biggest deal in the world. And I guess to demonstrate again, getting the katana in there, just wedge through that thumb and index finger. But anyway, you get these flame effects right here, which do look really good. You know, I like the translucent orange. I don't know if I'm going to really use them on the figure. I mean, you could go ahead and port them on if you'd like. If you don't want to, well, then that's totally up to you. But yeah, I mean, for me, it's kind of neat to have them there. I don't know. I'm not 100% sold on them, and these don't come to a point that are just flat at the very end of them. So that's cool, I guess, you know, so you don't have to worry about accidentally poking yourself or somebody else. So there he is with the flames right there. You got the brains right over here. You could lift this up and you could see the brains inside, and nice details in there and everything like that. I'm trying to get that to focus. Hopefully it's focusing okay. I'll zoom in if I can. But yeah, that looks really neat. You just put in there, you get some nice dials and everything right there. So I think that's pretty cool. I like that a lot. And then you get the shovels. And again, we get this nice cast iron rusted look right here with these shovels, and I think they do look fantastic. Let's see if we move. If that doesn't look any better, just forgive me, I'm trying over here, but I think that should look a little better. But I do like these. I think they look really good. And then he has this bone, which has some nice texturing to it and some nice little fractures and everything throughout the bone. So that's very cool. And the hands have some stitching on them and stuff. They're not the same as the... I thought at first they were the same as the Raphael hands, but they're not the same as the Raphael hands, are they? They do look similar as hell as the Raphael... I think they are the same as the Raphael hands. Yeah, they are the same as the Raphael hands. They're just painted a little bit different. So I could say that for at least the weapon holding hands, but the rest of the hands do look familiar aside from the finger pointing hands. But that doesn't bother me. That works for this guy, you know. You have a little bit of real chain dangling right over here, so that's cool. As far as articulation goes, God, I want to take these off. I don't know why. I just don't like seeing them on there. Not that it looks bad to me. I just prefer not having them there. But anyway, you can turn the head, pivot it side to side, make him look down and up, and he could rotate at the head as well. And then you get shoulders that move outward that far and move inward. You could rotate a full 360. You get double jointed elbows, and you get rotation at the elbow, and the wrists turn side to side and hinge up and down. I don't think we have any horizontal hinges on these. Nope, they're all vertical hinges. As far as the torso movement goes, I don't think you could do a lot, man. I mean, you could wiggle the leg. Yeah, you don't get any. I guess you could turn at the waist a little bit right there. Hips move outward that far, which are a bit on the loose side, by the way. And then he can kick forward, back, upper thigh cut in there. Double jointed knees that are hindered by the knee pads, but they do not meet that 90-degree mark. And you can rotate at the knee. You can move the ankles down, up, and he has beautiful ankle pivot. So let's get some measurements and size comparisons going here. All right, and for comparisons, you can see that this Leonardo is standing just a little under 7 inches tall. It is funny how the back is taller than the head. It's a hunchback figure. And to compare him next to the other Universal Monster TMNT crossover figures that I have at the moment, we have Raphael and Michelangelo. and these look great together so far. I'm so happy. They look absolutely fantastic. I cannot wait to get the Donatello. And last, or second to last, I wanted to compare this Leonardo next to the NECA Toys TMNT 1990 movie Leonardo figure. So you can see those side by side right there. This is still absolutely amazing. And then lastly, to compare them next to another green meanie, we have the Marvel Legends Big Time Letdown Spider-Man right over there. So that's it right there, man. This guy is not cheap. You know, this is a little bit more expensive. It's a deluxe figure. It comes with the whole extra backpack / shell storage gimmick with all the bonus accessories. So that I think is cool. I'm sold on this whole premise. So like for me personally, this is something that I had to get one way or another. You know what I mean? And I'm happy I was able to get a sample, but this is something that I don't have only because it's a sample. It's one of those things where I would have gotten these anyway. I was already buying them before I started getting samples on these. So yeah, I would definitely recommend this if it's for you. May not be for everybody. There's some mashup stuff out there that I've seen before that just didn't work for me. So if this is a mashup that doesn't work for you, I get it. I understand. But for me, I absolutely love this. I think it's amazing. Maybe, 9.5 out of 10 because of the loose joints right over there. But aside from that, I think this is amazing. So I want to know what you think. Let me know in the comment section below. Stay tuned for a live stream. I have a Rust Toy Reviews live stream coming up on Thursday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and a Whatnot live stream selling some stuff over there. A lot of Transformers on Thursday night at 6 p.m. for that live stream. So stay tuned, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.